back to Vegas Weekly for Saturday, October 10th, 2020. That's 10/10/2020. And we are just 7 days away from the main event at Rocktober. We're going to talk about that just a little bit. We're going to talk about some news items from Las Vegas this week. We have a guest mixologist or two and another Vegas hotel tip. So if you're planning to attend Rocktober or you're interested in finding out more about it, hey, maybe you're just driving distance away from Las Vegas and you're deciding whether to participate in some fashion, you're going to want to join my friends Tamara and Gord. TNG Vegas Best Ideas tonight, 6 p.m. Vegas time for a special Rocktober live stream. Many people will be appearing on that live stream, including probably yours truly. And you'll get the absolute latest information from the people who've been most responsible for organizing, putting this whole thing together. I'll put a link to that live stream in the show notes below. Programming note-wise, I will do a Rocktober-ish Vegas Weekly this Wednesday. Not going to have kind of the same format. It's going to be some fun little stuff that I'll throw together for you. That'll be coming up on the 14th, and then, of course, we'll be off next Saturday, though expect to see some random live streams pop up during my time in Las Vegas. So if you're interested in checking those out, you definitely want to click that notification bell right next to the subscribe button. That way, anytime I go live, you'll know about it. Probably the biggest news story in Las Vegas this week was the reopening of Planet Hollywood on Thursday, and it's no secret, one of my favorite hotels and casinos. Excited to check that out here in the next couple of weeks. Curious, for those of you who visited some of these casinos recently, particularly the ones who were closed for an extended period of time, 5, 6, 7 months, did they seem cleaner? Because it seemed like all of these casinos could have used a good scrub down when I was there back in January. So I'm hoping I'll see some evidence of that, and happy to see Planet Hollywood coming back on board. Properties not coming back on board anytime soon would appear to be downtown's Main Street Station, along with the Cal. The two Boyd properties cater heavily to the Hawaiian tourist market, which has all but dried up. Though there are some flights now coming in from Hawaii, the business has simply not been there. And this past week, Boyd formally laid off 280 employees at those two properties. So definitely keep those folks in your thoughts. And we certainly want to see those two properties do well. Certainly want to see Main Street Station, one of the most, I'll even say, beautiful casinos in Las Vegas, get back on its feet very soon. One casino that will be getting back on its feet sometime next year is Resorts World. Perhaps some of those 280 laid off employees may find an opportunity there. Today, October the 10th, 9 to 12, about the time you're watching this, they'll be hosting a huge job fair looking to fill some 6,000 positions for that property that is currently expected to come open in June of next year. One thing visitors to Las Vegas have been missing since it reopened is any kind of shows. With the governor's adjusted guidelines for gatherings that can now reach at least 250 people or possibly more under certain circumstances, we have seen a few small shows pop up. But the big news this week is that Spiegelworld is planning to reopen Absinthe sometime next month. Now, the layout of the tent, as well as the entry and exit areas, may make Absinthe an ideal show to test the latest social distancing guidelines, and they have outlined a plan to do just that. It's also thought that both Opium and Atomic Saloon, a couple of other Spiegel World shows, may also have plans in place, but Absinthe will serve as a test market. Certainly one of the most popular shows in Las Vegas. I would imagine the socially distanced version will sell out. It will remain to see if it is financially viable, but it's certainly a good sign. And if you're going to be in Las Vegas in the next couple of months, you might want to check that one out. We've spoken about it several times, but Las Vegas has gotten a bit of a black eye over the past few months with some violent incidents in and around the Strip. Well, a couple of Strip properties seem to be taking a step to prevent such incidents from recurring. both Wynn and Cosmopolitan have announced fairly stringent security measures in terms of screening guests in and out, making sure they're either legitimate players or customers or guests of the property, particularly in the evenings. So we will see if that has an effect. Obviously, both of those properties have gotten a kind of black eye out of this. In the case of Wynn, the brawl incident at Encore over Labor Day, and Cosmopolitan just in general has gotten kind of bad press for not doing a very good job of keeping social distancing and of having quite a lot of people roaming through the place up to no good. So we hope that those measures will change that. It's certainly a positive step by these properties. And of course, we're now less than 3 weeks away from the opening of Circa, an event which will no doubt be the highlight of this year in Las Vegas, one which has not had many. A Las Vegas news crew helicopter spotted the pool area in all its splendor with the massive big screen TVs tuned to sports and, well, Family Feud. But it does look like a spectacular area. I'm sure many, many local vloggers and out-of-towners will be checking that out, so keep your eye on YouTube for more on Circa. I'll be looking forward to visiting it next time I'm in town and probably even spending a night or two there. You know, when it comes to good times, our guest mixologists have it in the bag. These adventurous travelers travel from Maine to Miami Beach, to Las Vegas and beyond. I want to welcome my two friends, Andy and Simone, today from a Good Times Productions. Hey, I got a shirt from them. It says, "Hello, Good Timers." So check out these two good timers and their cocktail of the week.
And hello, Good Timers! We are the special guests for this week. And thank you, John, for that great introduction. I'm sure it was the best introduction you've ever done, and I'm sure it was great because it's us. So, we are here to do a low-carb... What the hell are we doing?
Chocolate peanut butter.
Yes, a low-carb chocolate peanut butter shot. And as you can see, for our ode to PJ, we've got the sexiest robes we could find on. And we are outside by our wonderful, beautiful fire pit patio here in Maine. This is how we do it in Maine. Actually, no, this isn't how we do it in Maine. Hold on. This is how we do it in Maine. Hello, Good Timers. That's more like it.
All right.
So my wonderful, beautiful, sexy assistant, Pickles here, is going to be showing us the the chocolate peanut butter shot.
Andy's tasted quite a few of them. Obviously.
I've had like 8 of these already.
These are too many.
All right, so let's get started.
So first of all, we started by, we took vodka. Wait, right? Vodka.
Yes, Belvedere vodka, the good stuff.
And we infused it into almond butter.
Almond butter because we are keto, low carb. Give it a good shake. This has been marinating for what?
4 days?
4 days.
5 days maybe?
It looks like baby vomit. Tastes great though.
Yeah, it's kind of oily. It separates a little. So we got that. So we're going to do 1 ounce of the peanut butter infused vodka. 1 ounce of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Good
don't want to
stuff.
look at that. That looks hideous. But
Good
it tastes
stuff.
good. So that, and then 1 ounce of creme de cacao.
Creme de cacao. Or cocoa.
Cacao?
We wanted to get Godiva. They were all out. So we got the cheap shit.
The COVID's.
So you got the expensive shit, and then you got the cheap shit.
Yeah, well. And then 1 ounce of heavy cream.
Remember guys, this is all low carb. So for all you
so
low
it's
carb people,
healthy.
Cinnamon, Anastas, Seeking Vegas Sunrise. Who else, Simone? Andy and Simone.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Oh, the 2 Fab dudes.
Oh, that's right, 2 Fab Dudes.
Yep.
You guys can all enjoy these peanut butter cup shots.
1 ounce of the almond milk. And how many drops? 20 drops. So this is stevia, 20 drops of stevia. Andy's gonna put the recipe up there for people.
Oh yeah.
Andy has a hard time doing the droppers, but
Yes.
you just gently plop and it'll come out at a drop at a time.
Right. This is your sugar alternative, stevia. You can also use monk fruit sweetener if you can find it. Stevia is readily available though in most grocery stores.
Yeah, we get quite a bit of stuff on Thrive Market online.
Yep, we use Thrive Market quite a bit. Amazon a little bit. Simple Grocer sometimes.
Shake it up.
Do you like this shaker, guys? This is pure Central Maine right here. This is a nice Tupperware cup. We've had this for years. Hell with them metal shakers. PJ, this is going to taste just as good.
And we got our red Solo
Red
cups.
Solo cups, baby.
A little bit of drizzle of Hershey's and it's sugar-free chocolate syrup. Drizzle the cup a little.
That's right. Line the cup with this. Oh, yeah.
That was a big blob, but it'll taste even better that way.
All right. Pour it all into the cup afterwards, guys. Drink your leftovers. So that's kind of what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that in the camera.
It looks like milk.
It looks like milk, yes.
But it tastes like peanut butter.
And here
chocolate.
it comes. So peanut butter cup shots. Wait.
Look at me.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
That was a good batch.
That was a good batch. That's the best batch yet today. We practiced this all afternoon.
Just to get it just so.
Make sure you get all the stuff from the bottom, guys. So there you go. We'll post the recipe for you. And this has been once again, a low-carb peanut butter cup drink. We are Andy and Simone from A Good Times Productions. If you haven't found us yet on YouTube, why not?
Right there. There and there.
That's the website. Like and subscribe, and have a good time.
Back to you, John.
Hey, back to you, John.
All right, thank you, Andy and Simone. Did you get a look at that fancy bartending equipment? PJ's going to be mighty jealous of that Tupperware. Andy and Simone will be back with us for a second cocktail of the week this Wednesday. It's going to be part of our special Rocktober preview show. And definitely check out their channel, A Good Times Production. I'm going to put a link to that as well in the show notes below. They've got tons of great content. Like I said, not just from Las Vegas, but from all over the world. Today on our Vegas tip or trick, we're going to do an old favorite. We're going to talk about the $20 trick because people ask about it all the time. So we're going to try to do a quick condensed discussion of the $20 trick. Every time you check into a major hotel property, they ask for a driver's license or state identification of some form and a major credit card. So when you hand those over to the clerk, you conveniently slip a 20, 50, 100, whatever you feel is right, between the two cards, smile broadly, and ask if there are any complimentary upgrades available. Does this work? Well, many people report that it works very, very well indeed. They get upgraded to huge suites with spectacular views. They get room credits and resort fees waived. Other people have limited success. It is often described as the first gamble of your Las Vegas vacation. So should you do it, and if you choose to do it, what's the best way to maximize your success? Now, I myself am not a user of the $20 trick. I like to know what I'm getting. I simply book the room that I want to book. I think maybe a couple of times in my life I've gotten small upgrades during the check-in process, but I didn't really ask for it. But I have friends and regular Vegas visitors who use it every time and are generally pleased with the results. What's the best way to get what you are looking for? First of all, know what you're looking for. If you're checking into a particular property, make sure you know the room categories available. Ask for something specific. You can ask big, don't ask too big. Don't expect to go from a basic room to the presidential suite. But hey, maybe you can ask for the junior suite. All they can do is say no. Not only does it give the clerk something specific to search for, but it lets them know that you know a little bit about their property, that perhaps you're a regular guest or customer of that property, and that can't hurt. Second of all, be friendly, be pleasant. Many people say, hey, I just talk to the clerk, I'm friendly, and I bounce it around about, hey, is there any upgrades available or anything? And, sometimes they're paid, sometimes it's a small payment, sometimes they get things for free. So in addition to the gratuity, make sure you're being nice. Goes a long way. Thirdly, be realistic. If you're checking into a hotel for 4 or 5 nights over a busy weekend, your chances of a big upgrade or a complimentary upgrade are much less than if you're checking in on a Monday or Tuesday night for 1 or 2 nights. So keep that in mind. And be satisfied. Sometimes the clerk may actually say, sorry, I can't do anything, give the money back. Sometimes the clerk may just pocket the money and not do anything. Most of the time they will try and they will do the best that they can. You may simply get an upgraded floor or a better view or some sort of additional resort credits or maybe fees waived. Maybe you'll get some chocolates up in your room. But again, don't expect you're going to go from a base room to the presidential suite. Though, hey, I've seen people who claim that it's been done. Some people are strongly opposed to it. They say this is basically bribery. Why should the hotel clerk be able to give away the hotel's property for nothing? Other people are like, hey, I do it every time. It works great. I don't come down on either side. If you want to try it, let me know. Hey, if you have tried it and you had great success or failures with the $20, $50, $100 trick, leave me a comment below. I'd be interested to hear what your best win, if you will, using the $20 trick is. So there you go, a little talk about something you hear about all the time when people talk about going to Vegas. Speaking of going to Vegas, I'll be there in 7 days. Hope to see many of you on site. They give me one of those little elbow bump things and buy me a drink. Or not. In any case, I appreciate all of you for tuning in again today. Again, we'll be back with a special show on the 14th. Until then, I hope that you have a great and lucky week. We will see you soon.